Have you opened a renewal letter lately and thought, why is this number high again? You didn't add a claim, you didn't add a driver, and nothing changed, yet the price still went up. So, what is going on, and is there actually anything that you can do about it? This is exactly what we're covering today. I'm Marquise with Trailstone Insurance Group. Let's talk about this a bit more. So this is a question we hear constantly, and if you have searched why is my insurance so high recently, you are definitely not alone. Today I am going to walk you through the 7 biggest reasons your premium keeps climbing, and then I will give you a clear, simple plan to do something about it. No scare tactics, just straight answers. Before we get into the reasons, let us look at the numbers so we are all on the same page. On the auto side, the national average for full coverage is now roughly $2,100 to $2,200 a year. That is after premiums rose approximately 46% between 2022 and 2024. And now, heading into 2026, the pace has slowed down a bit. Projections are calling for around a 1% national increase this year, but that is on top of the year's sharp jumps. So, prices are leveling off, but at a much higher baseline than most families were used to paying. Homeowners insurance tells a similar story. The national average is projected to reach approximately $3,000 by the end of 2026, after climbing roughly 46% since 2021. That is nearly 3 times faster than general inflation. So, if your household carries a home policy and 2 vehicles with full coverage, you could easily be looking at $7,000 to $10,000 a year or more, depending on your state. Okay, so those are the numbers. Now let us talk about why. Number 1, repair and replacement costs have jumped. This is the single biggest driver on the auto side. Modern vehicles are packed with sensors, cameras, and radar systems. A bumper that used to cost a few $100s to fix can now run several thousand because of the technology that goes behind it. On the home side, the construction labor shortages and higher material prices have pushed rebuilding costs up significantly. If it costs the carrier more to pay claims, your premiums will reflect that. Number 2, severe weather is getting more expensive. Like hailstorms, wildfires, tornadoes, and damaging winds, by September of 2025, severe convective storms alone had caused $42 billion in insured losses. And here's what most people do miss. You do not have to file a claim personally for weather to raise your rate. If carriers paid out billions in your state or region, that cost gets spread across all of the policyholders. Your rate can go up because of a storm that hit a neighborhood 20 miles from yours. Number 3. Medical costs after accidents are rising. All right, so emergency rooms, surgeries, physical therapy, imaging, all more expensive nowadays. In many states, the average bodily injury claim now exceeds minimum liability limits, and carriers adjust pricing across the board to reflect that. Number 4, your state matters more than you might think. Most people don't know insurance is regulated by state, but the cost environment varies dramatically. A family in Vermont might pay around $128 a month for full coverage auto. A similar family in Louisiana or Florida could pay 2 to 3 times that. Same family, same cars, same record, wildly different pricing. Number 5, your credit score plays a role. In most states, carriers use a credit-based insurance score as one factor in pricing. This is not your lending score, but it is derived from similar data. A driver with poor credit can pay 50% or more than a driver with good credit, all else being equal. So, if your credit has taken a hit recently, that alone could explain part of your increase. Number 6, you may be missing discounts you qualify for. This one is surprisingly common. Bundling clean driving record, safety features, paying in full professional or alumni associations, so discounts are not always applied automatically, especially after a carrier change or a move. If no one has audited your policy recently, there may be savings just sitting on the table. Number 7, your carrier may not be the best fit for your risk profile. Insurance companies sometimes price the same risks differently. The carrier that was competitive for you 3 years ago may not be competitive today. We talk about this a lot at Trailstone. It is like a square peg in a round hole. The coverage might technically work, but the pricing will never be right if the carrier is not well matched to your specific situation. Okay, so knowing why your insurance is high is useful, but knowing what to do about it is what actually matters. So let's talk about some simple next steps. First, get a full review both home and auto at the same time. Most savings come from looking at the entire picture, not just one policy by itself. When home and auto are reviewed together, you can spot bundling opportunities, coverage overlaps, and structural changes that reduce costs across both lines. Second, ask for a discount audit. Have your agent walk through every discount your carrier offers and confirm which ones are actually applied to your policy right now. Third, review your deductibles with real numbers. Raising your deductible can lower your premiums, but only do this if you can actually afford to pay that deductible out of pocket. If you cannot write that check, the deductible is not a strategy, it is a gamble. Fourth, compare carriers through an independent agent. An independent agent has access to multiple companies, not just one. At Trailstone, we work with over 40 A-rated carriers, which means we can shop your specific risk profile and find the carrier that prices your household most competitively. And fifth, work on your credit-based insurance score over time. Pay bills on time, reduce balances, dispute errors on your credit report. Even modest improvements can lead to meaningful premium reductions over a year or two. If you would like a complimentary review of your insurance, visit trailstoneinsurance.com or give us a call. We will walk you through your coverage, explain what is driving your costs, and show you which options make sense for your situation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.